on to the next, you dig what I'm saying? Speaking of, we just talked about food. We talked about, decision making, working on yourself, you dig what I'm saying? And why you working on yourself, why you going through things, the biggest advice that I'm going to give you from my topic of the day is stop complaining about it. You dig what I'm saying? When I see people complain, I understand it's a human thing. It is human nature to complain. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting you know this now. Nobody likes the crybaby. Nobody likes the complainer. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes the person that's not going to step up to the next level to do what they got to do. The complainer, I guarantee you, you think that people care that you're complaining? They don't. They don't care. You're going to have to go through something every single day. You dig what I'm saying? Of your life. You'll be going through different things with personal, family, work. And if you complain about everything, how can you really be happy? How can you really be wanting to grow if you always complaining and not appreciating just the little things? You know what I'm saying? So what do you feel about complaining and things like that?
When you mentioned the word complaining, what came to mind was not sure.
Yeah.
And who want to be around somebody who's always not sure?
Nobody.
Not sure about anything. So you complain about everything. Why this? Why that?
Bunch of whys.
Then another thing when you mentioned complaining, what just came to mind was you don't want to take responsibility of where you're supposed to be. Because you still focus on complaining about something else.
So accountability. Exactly. Because if you spend most of your time complaining, it's no way you taking accountability. And the biggest thing is that I feel like is a problem, especially nowadays, is people taking accountability. So when you mix that with complaints, nobody likes that person. Nobody loves that person, wants to be around that person that complain about everything. Oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, I gotta pay this bill. I gotta work these amount of hours. Can't you be appreciative that the fact that you even have a job, that you have a place to stay? They're saying, oh, I don't have enough shoes. I don't have enough women, whatever. Just the fact that you wake up and every morning, you have no room for complaints and complaining out here. You did.
No room.
So it starts with looking at yourself once again, as we say, look at the fool in the mirror and realize, hey, what am I doing wrong so I can be better? So I won't complain. Because we're going to tell you this right now, and my father tells me this all the time. It's going to be something every day. It's going to be a new hurdle, a new brick wall every day. You got to trust in where God's taking you, and you got to trust where you're taking yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And know, hey, it's going to be rough, but am I going to cry about it? Or I'm going to step to the next level like all the greats in history end up doing?
Complaining. Not sure. As you was talking, I was thinking about when you're not sure. And in the last segment, we said you need to ask somebody.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is when you're not sure, let me read this here. This says, do all things without grumbling or dispute. All right. It says, do all things without grumbling or dispute. There we go. So that's where I was going at. So if you want to do all things, you need some instructions. Just like you need instructions for putting your car together, putting your brakes on your car. Anything that you might have. Your bed. You need instructions. So in the midst of complaining, there we go. I just believe it's lack of instructions that you need to understand in order to not to complain.
Correct.
Then once you get the instructions and still complain, then that's a problem.
Then you need to really do some soul search.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
We call it mental blocks or mental issues. I'm not calling nobody no mental person, but if you complain, especially if you have instructions, and especially if it's the instructions of the truth,
The truth.
Truth. And see, question right there. As soon as I said truth, it should have just jumped over. What is the truth? So now you're moving down the road of not being sure and not complaining because you're starting to question things like, what is the truth? Knowing the truth will put you in a position where I guarantee you'll learn to stop complaining. And the key word is learn.
Learning.
It's a process. You know, I just thought about complaining. A lot of times, the underline of it, of complaining, is because you want to be pleased.
Yeah, facts. Nah, you ain't lying.
It's just like like my granddaughter, 2 years old, 3 years old, 3 years old. She always wants to be pleased, right?
Facts.
We talking about grown-ups, 18 on up.
Adults, just if y'all didn't know.
Playing. Because it's still all about them being pleased.
Right. And everything that we telling you just let you know is things that we've both experienced in this world, but it go back to what you said about searching the truth of why the matter is what it is. What the matter is what it is.
Right.
You got to find the truth, because that really will set you free, man. A bunch of, like you said, a bunch of grown babies complaining. You got to stop it, man. That was just my subject, though. You know what I'm saying? I just notice that one thing I do notice a lot about my subject of complaining is just how that's just a big thing of just people complaining. And it be people that I know maybe mentally they might not be in a good position, but I know they're in a position where they're good. You know what I'm saying? Where they should be saying, hey, I got this and I'm blessed in this. But hey, man, you can't complain your way all the way through life. And the only thing you're going to complain yourself into is sickness. So,
find
the truth.
On that note, if you walk away with anything from this segment,
yeah,
is that want to know the truth. Because I'm convinced the truth will empower you not to complain.
For sure. Truth will empower you to not complain. Y'all heard it here. Direct. You dig? Stop complaining.